Very good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Ma'am, we are just waiting for the Vice Principal, ma'am, of Chirec International. She is joining us any minute now, ma'am.
Okay.
Sorry, I see Katyayini ma'am already there. Yeah.
Oh, she's already
Ma'am has joined us. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. I'm really happy to see all of you. I mean, we have communicated through mails and probably one call. I think this is the face-to-face meeting on the virtual platform.
Absolutely, ma'am. And it's a pleasure to have all of us on board. Thank you so much. Shall we start the session, ma'am? With your permission, Principal ma'am and Vice Principal ma'am, shall we start?
Sure, absolutely, from my side.
Good afternoon, Mamta ma'am. And yes, Purti, you can start the program.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Diversity is the other name of our motherland. India stands as one of the most diverse countries in the world, a subcontinent that is home to over 100 languages, over 700 tribes, every major religion in the world. When you move a few miles, the languages change, the customs and cultures too. And we, despite being the most culturally diverse nation of the world, are deeply rooted by our unity and fraternity. The EBSP project is a landmark approach to bring this unity and diversity to the forefront, with our young students being the flag bearers of this unprecedented initiative. We are truly glad to have explored our partner state, Telangana, and are thrilled for this interactive session today with our partner school, Chirec International from Hyderabad. May I now invite the respected Vice Principal of Chirec International, Ms. Katyayini, to please speak a few words.
Thank you, Purti. I'm really touched with this collaborative activity. Good afternoon to each one of you present on this platform. And it is my privilege to welcome all of you onto this collaborative activity. I will just speak few words about the art integration and then, how collaboration helps the students. Actually, it's good to see the students here on this platform, both the Chirec International students as well as DPS Faridabad students here. I think they are very enthusiastic to interact with each other. Yes, CBSE has released a circular for the art integration and we have come up with this collaborative activity. I think art integration has been a part and parcel of education over the years, but we have not explored it completely. I think this opportunity or this circular or this particular vision of education is like a revival, because in 1970s and 80s, I think art has been a part and parcel of education. And again, it has been revived with a mandatory circular in the schools. This art integration with the subjects actually gives the students a kind of imagination, expressiveness, and creativity, which can be incorporated in the subjects. And also they better understand the concepts when they take it forward through art integration. And collaborating with each other, I think collaboration itself is one of the 21st century skills where they can exchange their ideas, their thoughts, and also because this is an interstate project, which CBSE has mentioned, like, Telangana has to explore Haryana and Haryana has to explore Telangana. It also gives the children an opportunity to learn the cultural differences. See, we celebrate Pongal, Haryana celebrates Lori. This is just example of festival. Likewise, we have so many customs and traditions which we follow, but how differently and what is the similarity and difference in the cultural aspect, that also the children will get to know by learning each other's culture. And yes, by collaborating, I think communication is one aspect which they can enhance, creativity, and also the digital literacy, I can say, because they have used a lot of PPTs and videos to make their presentation. So it is like a win-win situation where you are incorporating creativity, imagination, and also you are enhancing the 21st century skills. And this is a good opportunity for the children to interact with each other. They have not seen each other, but yet probably this platform would give them some kind of socialization with the children across the states. So wishing you all the best for this fruitful interaction with the interstate collaborative activity. Thank you so much, Purti. Thank you, Mamta ma'am.
Ma'am, ma'am has joined with Mamta ma'am's ID. Mamta ma'am is our senior coordinator, ma'am. And yeah, our principal ma'am is Ms. Surjeet Khanna. I'll just bring her on the platform now. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, ma'am, I could not get your name, but yes, I wish you again good afternoon and welcome to the platform, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Katyayini. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Katyayini ma'am, for those inspiring words about art integration and EPSP. I would now like to call upon our very revered principal ma'am, Ms. Surjeet Khanna, who has not only been the guiding force behind this project, but has herself contributed immensely to the Bharat Shrestha Bharat program by featuring stories on Telangana in her Suroku tales. Ma'am, could you please come and address the attendees in the session?
A very loving good evening to Katyayini ma'am and to all the children and staff members of both schools who are part of today's program. It's such a pleasure to hear Katyayini ma'am outline the ethos and core of this project and collaboration. And at DPS Greater Faridabad, we were delighted to receive a positive response from your school, ma'am, because there is so much to admire and the world you all as a team have created students. Your school is spoken of with great respect, and we are so proud to be learning from you, collaborating with you, and building bonds which we hope will endure. Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat is a wonderful platform, and I think it's given all of us the right incentive to go all out and search out our own roots. Whether we are in Telangana or we are in Haryana, we are Indians first. And therefore, there are so many advantages of discovering the diversity that characterizes our country firsthand. And I'm really happy at the kind of fervor that I have seen of participation and exploration between both schools. Ma'am, you so rightly pointed out that these are 21st skills that we are, 21st century skills that we are building. I think our children, if they can understand this aspect, then they know that they are going to be living in the 21st century, the best years of their life. And therefore, there is every reason for them to pick up all the learning. My energy comes from a superb team, DPS Greater Faridabad, and Purti ma'am is the members of that super team. Mrs. Sanjana Mahajan, our headmistress, another force to reckon with in pushing things forward and lobbying for student participation and new initiatives. So, dear children of both schools, I am so happy to be inspired by you all. And therefore, because I knew what an amazing set of teachers and students were going to be involved in this project, so I thought, let me get involved and put in a bit of an effort and gather a huge harvest for myself. So creating these tales for all of you has been a pleasure. I have discovered so much about Telangana. I have discovered so much about the power of words. And like you all, I have really worked hard to present these tales well. And thank you, like you love your teachers encouraging you. I love it when my students and students of my partner school, when they encourage me. And I think that's a wonderful thing for me to take home and continue my work. So thank you, dear all. Great, great work done. Amazing effort. So very proud of both schools and so humbled by this association, which I see amazingly as full of potential. Let's hope with the Vice Principal ma'am and the Headmistress ma'am school on this platform, along with the children, we will have a future for our collaboration as schools. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Over to you, Purti.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ms. Khanna, for those wonderful words of wisdom. It was very encouraging indeed. I am Ms. Ruchira Acharya. I am the coordinator for Chirec International School. I would now like to call upon our student host from Chirec International School, Anjani, to please carry the program forward. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today.
Thank you, ma'am. Let me detail you all about the Art Integration Project. Art is not what you see, but what you make others see. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anjani Narayanan, Grade 5, Chirec International School, would like to share the gist of Art Integration Project and how we at Chirec have implemented it. Art integration is combining arts with different subjects like languages, social studies, sciences, and math. It's a process where art becomes the medium of teaching, learning, a key to understanding concepts within any subject. Art experiences, both in visual and performing arts, lead to a better understanding and construction of knowledge about different concepts. Let me tell you how me and my friends at Chirec have enjoyed doing this art integration project. Art integrated learning at Chirec is based on learning through the arts and with the arts. Besides creating fun, it gave us an opportunity to collaborate with our friends, although virtually, to learn and absorb new skills. We Chirecans develop creative problem-solving skills with the help of art integration programs. During this project, we got to know how different festivals were celebrated in Haryana, and it was so enriching to know the traditions, the practices followed, and the significance behind celebrating these festivals. After completion of the project, we understood that though the cultures of Telangana and Haryana are different, festivities are different. The message conveyed, the spirit of happiness of the festivals remains the same, irrespective of the regions. I can proudly say that this makes our India stand apart from the rest of the world. Mera Bharat Mahan Jai Hind. Thank you. Let me welcome my friend Sati Pula to share her presentation with all of us.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Today, I'm going to present a small presentation on the festivals of Haryana and Telangana. We have Lodi from Haryana and Pongal from Telangana. Pongal is a festival celebrated to thank the sun god for helping the farmers for a better harvest. On this festival, a special puja is performed to thank the sun god. Lodi is a popular winter Punjabi folk festival celebrated by the northern part of the Indian subcontinent on 13th of January. Pongal has its own origin and history. It can be dated back to the times of Sangam age, that is from 200 BCE to 300 CE. The Sanskrit Puranas also contain the mentions of this festival. Lodi is the celebration of the arrival of longer days after winter occurs. It celebrates the days getting longer as the sun proceeds on its northward journey. Now let's move on to the comparison of both the festivals. First, let's start with Pongal. In Telangana, Pongal is a 4-day festival. On the first day, a bonfire is lit early in the morning and people discard old wooden stuff. On the second day is when people wear new clothes, rangolis are made in front of the houses, and special dishes are made using jaggery and rice flour, as it is an offering to the sun god. On the third day, farmers pray and showcase their cattle with honor. Fourth day calls for celebration with union of families, friends, and relatives, and people play and fly with kites. Lodi. The festival is celebrated by lighting bonfires, eating festive food, dancing, and collecting gifts. People wear their brightest clothes and come to dance the bhagra and gira to the beat of the dhol. Sarson da saag and makki di roti is usually served as the main course at the Lohri dinner. Lohri is a great occasion that holds great importance for farmers. Now let's move on to the special dishes made during both these festivals. Pongal. Sweet pongal, also called as chakra pongal, is made of rice, lentils, jaggery, ghee, and cashews. Khara pongal, also made as the salted version of the pongal. Puran poli is a flat bread made of lentils and jaggery. Peanut chikki made of peanuts and jaggery. Til laddu made of sesame seeds and jaggery. Special dishes made during Lohri. Sarson ka saag or makki ki roti. It is a curry made of mustard greens and flat bread made of maize flour. Gur ki roti, it's a flat bread made of flour and jaggery. Murmura laddu made of puffed rice and jaggery. Til ki barfi made of sesame seeds, sugar, khoya and ghee. These are a few snippets from me and my friends celebrating Lodi and Pongal in traditional attire. Thank you.
Thank you, Salvi, for a colorful presentation. Let me welcome my friend Soham God to share his presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Me, Soham Kaur. I love doing origami. You must be wondering, what is origami? Origami is the art of folding paper and making toys, planes, etc. Now let's get back to the same topic. Let's compare Lohri and Pongal with each other. Even though these two festivals are celebrated on the same day, they are very different from each other. Let's have a look at the differences. First, let's speak about Lodi. Lodi was usually celebrated after winter solstice in olden times. On Lodi, farmers pray to the sun god and thank them and tell them to bless their land. How is this festival celebrated in different regions? In different regions, people light a bonfire. The bonfire represents Lodi Mata or goddess Lodi. They dance around the bonfire. In many areas, people even fly kites to enjoy. Special food made during Lodi. We make tilki chakki, bukka, aate ki pinni and other many dishes. Now let's speak about the other festivals as well. Pongal is a harvest festival celebrated by Hindus. It is mainly celebrated in Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. On Pongal, people thank sun god and pray to them. Pongal in Tamil means to boil. So people make dishes which are made by boiling like sweet pongal and namkeen pongal. Significance behind celebrating the festival. Pongal is also known as Makar Sankranti and is a 4-day festival. special food prepared during Pongal. On Pongal, we make sweet Pongal, Arasalu, and other many dishes. Last year and this year, the celebrations were very different. Like last year, we celebrated with big groups of friends and family, but this year, we could only celebrate with small groups of family. There were no restrictions on kite flying, but this time there were lots of restrictions and we had to take a lot of precautions due to this pandemic. Thank you. I hope you liked my presentation.
Thank you, Soham. It was very informative and colorful. Now, I would like to invite my friends to ask you all certain questions related to Lodi. First, we have Uzair Mustafa.
Good afternoon, everyone. I, Uzair Mustafa Mohyeddin, studying in 5th standard, would love to share something about myself. I love sports, and being in Chirec gives us enough growth to achieve our goals as an athlete apart from academic studies. I would like to thank my school and my teachers for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this event, and is happy to interact with my fellow students of Delhi Public School. Now there is a small query from grade 5A. When is Lohri celebrated?
Hello everybody, I'm Navi from class 5th. I would like to answer when Lodi is celebrated. Lodi is a popular harvest festival celebrated with much joy and enthusiasm on January 13th every year. It is celebrated in the northern states of India by people of Hindu and Sikh community. Thank you.
Thank you for the information, and let's call upon Sai Venkat Karthik.
Thank you, Anjali. Good evening, everyone. My name is Karthik from 5th grade. I have a question for you all. The question is, what can you tell us about the song sung during the festival?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Vanya from class 5. I would like to tell you about the songs sung on this day. There are many Lori songs. For example, the song Sundar Mundriye, which expresses gratitude to Dura Bhatti. The central theme of many Lodi songs is the legend of Dura Bhatti, who lived in Punjab during the reign of Mughal Emperor Akbar. He was regarded as a hero in Punjab for rescuing girls from exploitation. Thank you.
Thank you for the information. And let's see what Abhyun Harish wants to ask.
One second. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. My name is Afin and I have a small query. What does the term Lohti mean?
Hello, everybody. I'm Nitik of class 5th. Lodi comes from Theodi, that is, Te meaning sesame seeds and Lodi meaning jaggery or gold. It is believed that these both food items help cleanse our body, bringing in new energy for the new year. That is why food items like gold, jaggery, tikki tikki are offered to the fire as way of paying gratitude to the nature.
Thank you, and let's see what Meghna wants to ask.
Thank you, Anjani. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Meghna and I'm from 5C. I have a question, and that question is, what does the festival Lohri celebrate?
Hello, everyone. I'm Aslesha of class 5, and I want to answer this question. Lohri celebration marks the beginning of the harvest season. It is celebrated to offer thanks for making a bounteous harvest possible. Lohri festival indicates that the biting cold of the winters are ending and happy sunny days are arriving. Thank you.
Thank you for the information. And let me call upon Ashvika Anand.
Thank you, Anjani. Hi, friends and teachers. Good afternoon. My name is Ashvika, and I'm from Grade 5C. I'm really grateful to be part of this wonderful interaction. Today, I have a question for you. My query is, what are some of the popular rituals and traditions followed during this festival?
A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I would like to tell you all about the rituals followed during the festival of Lohri. During the day, children go from door to door singing songs. These children are given sweets and savories and occasionally money. Turning them back empty-handed is regarded inauspicious. The bonfire lit at sunset in the front yard of the house. Till, peanuts, popcorn, and other food items are offered to the bonfire. It represents the burning of the old year and starting the next year on Makar Sankranti. Thank you.
Thank you for letting us know the rituals and traditions followed during Lodi. Now, I myself is curious to know how you celebrate Lodi with your family.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jayavardhan from Class 5. As this festival is celebrated with great warmth and show by my family, I would like to share how I celebrate this festival. On this day, my mother prepares a feast for family and friends who are invited to a house for the Lodi celebrations. In the evening, we wear new clothes and gather around huge bonfire which is lit in front of our house. We all sing folk songs and dance around the bonfire. We put till, popcorns, and good into the bonfire and pray for the prosperity and health of a family. Thank you.
Thank you for answering our questions and sharing the information. Now I request my friends from DPS to carry on with the presentation.
Well, thank you so much. I think the presentation from Chirec was really nice, and the questions also were very thoughtfully put forward. We'll now be sharing a screen for the presentation by the dip sites. Dip sites, are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's get started.
Not gold, but only man can make a people great and strong, men who, for truth and honor's sake, stand fast and suffer long, brave men who work while others sleep, who dare while others fly. They build a nation's pillar deep and lift them to the sky. Greetings from DPS Greater Faridabad to one and all present today in this interactive session with our partner school Chirec International under the Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat initiative. Today, I, Afreen,
and I, Naman,
would like to draw your attention to these lines by the famous American philosopher and poet Ralph Waldo Emerson, which testify that people of a nation are its biggest strength.
I can't agree more, Afreen. It's the people who make a nation great and renowned. Do you know, in the project Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat, we researched about the famous personalities from Telangana who have created a mark in various fields due to their indomitable spirit and self-belief.
Wow, Naman, this sounds so fascinating. So, what did your research reveal?
Hey, wait on. Let me call upon my friends from grade 5 who will share what they found about some iconic personalities from this magnificent state.
I can't wait to hear the stories of these legends and draw inspiration from them. Let's sit back and listen in awe.
Let's look at some famous personalities from the political sphere. Sarojini Naidu was one of the most prominent figures of the Indian freedom struggle. She was a political activist and a poet. Her work as a poet earned her the title Nightingale of India or Bharat Ko Khila. In 1925, Sarojini Naidu was appointed as the president of Indian National Congress. Following India's independence from the British rule in 1947, Sarojini Naidu was appointed as the governor of United Provinces, making her India's first women governor ever. Isn't that great?
Other prominent political figures from the state include Dr. Zakir Hussain, who was the third president of India and also the former governor of Bihar. And the list does not stop here. The 10th Prime Minister of India, popularly known as the father of Indian economic reforms, P.V. Narasimha Rao, was also from Telangana. You see, Telangana's soil has produced some incredible political leaders who have led our country with an exemplary forward.
Let me take you through some great personalities who have done amazing work in the field of art and literature. Do you all know who this legend is? He is Andeshri, the famous poet, lyricist and folk singer from Telangana. The state song of Telangana, Jaya Jaya He Telangana, was composed by Andeshri. The writer took 7 years to compose this song, but only 4 stanzas was adopted as the state song for Telangana in 2014.
9th September is celebrated every year as Telangana Language Day. But do you know why this date was chosen? It is the birth anniversary of the famous poet and a freedom fighter from Telangana, Kaloji Narayana Rao. He was awarded the Padma Vibhushan in 1992.
Telangana seems to be the shining beacon of hope for sports persons when you look at the icons the state has produced. P.V. Sindhu, the most prolific badminton star of the 21st century. Sania Mirza, one of the finest women's tennis players. Saina Nehwal, former world #1 in badminton. And of course, Mithali Raj, captain of the Indian women's cricket team, are all from Telangana.
Well, to add to the list in sports, Telangana has legendary sportsmen like V.S. Lakshman and Mohammad Azharuddin, who have been former Indian international cricketers. Shrikant Kidambi, the legendary badminton player from this state, was awarded the Padma Shri in 2018 and the Arjuna Award in 2015.
So you see how Telangana has produced so many illustrious figures who continue to inspire all of us even today.
Absolutely, Suhana. It's so exciting to know about these icons who, with their grit and gumption, achieve what they set out for. Mahatma Gandhi also said, "A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes." I think we all as young students must learn from the lives and experiences of these legends and never give up on our goals. Thank you.
So this was the work by our students, Dipsides from class 5. And now I think Kiran ma'am, for the questions, can we start?
A very warm good evening to everybody present here. And it's really a pleasure to be a part of such a great interactive session. As we all can see that there's such a lot of energy and excitement and enthusiasm amongst all the students of the participant school, both the participant schools. So I think now I should invite the students of DPS Greater Faridabad to begin with their questions. So now it's over to the students. They can start asking questions.
I would like to know which famous political activist and poet from Telangana is known as the Nightingale of India.
Sarojini Naidu was known as the Nightingale of India. I'm proud because we recently celebrated her birth anniversary on 13th of February, and I even dressed up as her. Here's a fun fact. I'm from Hyderabad, and one of her most popular poems was called In the Bazaars of Hyderabad, which was published in 1912.
Wow, the answer is correct.
Can anybody tell me who has composed the state song of Telangana?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gautam, and today I'm going to answer your question. The song composed, the state song, who is Annasri, who is an Indian poet, composed the state song of Telangana. Though he composed 12 stanzas of it, 4 stanzas were only selected as the state song of Telangana. Thank you.
Wow, the answer is correct. Thank you for giving the answer of my.
My question is, when and why do we celebrate Telangana Language Day?
Hello everyone, this is Yuvir and today I'll be answering this question. We celebrate Telangana Language Day of 9th of September every year. This date was chosen on the 100th birth anniversary of renowned writer and poet Kalaji Narayan Rao's birthday. On this day, the Telangana government gives funds and awards for the improvement of Telangana.
Thank you for your answer.
To ask you that who was the ninth Prime Minister of India who was born in Karimnagar, the district of Hyderabad?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anisha Khanduri from class 5, and today I will answer your query. The answer is P.V. Narasimha Rao, known as the Scholar Prime Minister of India, was born in Karimnagar, Telangana on June 28, 1921. He was the 9th Prime Minister from 1991 to 1996. He paved the way for India to become 5th economic superpower. He introduced radical reforms to harness the potential for growth in the country. Thank you.
That was the correct answer. Thank you.
I would like to know what can we learn from the lives of these great personalities?
Hi, my name is Sadhvi, and today I would like to answer this question. We can learn a lot from these personalities. They work hard and never give up. And working hard, we can achieve something like Sarojini Naidu. And these are few of the most inspiring people. Thank you.
Yes, that's correct.
I would like to ask, who is your favorite sports person and what qualities do you like about him or her?
Hello, I am Soham Gaur and I would like to answer your question. Although every sport person deserves to be a favorite, but if you want me to choose one, I would choose PV Sindhu, the great woman badminton player. She had failures in her life, but she didn't give up. In fact, she learned from them. In 2016, she targeted for the gold medal in Olympics, but she failed. But this time in 2022, in Tokyo Olympics, she is again targeting for gold.
Wow, so inspirational answer. Thank you for answering.
I would like to ask, what do you aspire to become when you grow up and why?
Good morning everyone, it's me Abhyun again, and now I'm going to tell the answer. When I grow up, I want to be an author. I want to write books for children. My genre of books are fiction, mystery, and adventure. I also wish to write a book on a gang of friends who have adventures, solve mysteries, and be on each other's side forever. I will try to include a bit of humor too for the kids to enjoy reading. Also, I want to open a library for kids. I miss going to libraries. So, I don't want the next generation kids to miss the experience of reading and sharing books. Thank you.
Wow, that's extremely impressive. Thank you.
I would like to ask, how can you make your nation proud?
Hello, this is UV, and I'll answer this query. As Indians, we all feel very patriotic towards our country. We can make our nation proud by keeping the environment neat. We can do this by taking part in the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan in our locality. We should use eco-friendly products, and we should use public transport and avoid our personal transport, and we can also get our vehicles checked for the pollution control. Through all these steps, pollution will be reduced in India. We should also help in eradicating illiteracy in the country. We can do this by sponsoring the needy children their education and study materials. And we can also teach them in remote and rural areas. Jai Hind.
Wow, what a wonderful answer.
Well, I think these are some phenomenal answers that students from Chirec have given. And I think it's a great collaborative effort. I think if we have student leaders like you, country India has a great future ahead. So yes, definitely, we really enjoyed your answers. Thank you so much. I would now like to call upon our very respected headmistress, ma'am, Ms. Sanjana Mahajan, to please speak a few words to the students. Thank you.
Thank you, Purti. A very warm good evening to the wonderful gathering present today. It's indeed my pleasure to be part of this awesome interaction today. It's wonderful to see such amazing work of you. Beautiful presentation, informative, is beautifully decorated. In real terms, in real sense, integration of the country as a part of build a new India will cut across regional boundaries, and there is no Indian in any strange land. We know each other now. For with your school, we cherish your and collaboration, and I hope every thanks to all of you for making this journey of a memorable one for all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank
Her
you
team
so much,
for taking this project so nicely that we today. I thank you, Vice Principal of Chirec International, for bringing collaboration. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Our ma'am is at school right now, so I think there's some network issue, and but I can get the message clearly, and she's so ecstatic with this collaboration, and she's given her blessings and encouragement to all of us. May I now call upon the respected headmistress, ma'am, of Chirec International, Ms. Meenakshi Jain, to please speak a few words.
Good afternoon, everybody. I think I'm speechless with this wonderful interaction. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude and the pleasure of having all of you on this Zoom call. Thank you, Principal Ma'am. Thank you, Coordinator Ma'am. Thank you, the other Headmistress Ma'am, and all the team members for this wonderful presentation. It was very enjoyable as well as engaging. And it was quite evident that the children have put in a lot of effort and a lot of dedication while doing it. And something which struck me just now, what makes this interaction very special today is the fact that we are also celebrating Basant Panchami, where we remember the goddess of knowledge. And what better way to do it than have this Zoom interaction amongst our schools. It is so enriching to see that we are sharing our learning, whatever we have learned through our art integration learning through this platform is being registered by the children because they have researched on it. And I'm sure this is going to bind us together into the fabric of our country. And I'm sure this, through this journey, we will all explore and uncover various treasures. This will definitely bring us closer and fill us with pride to have been born in such a country. And this kind of initiation, this kind of interaction is just the beginning. And I'm certain of the fact that this will lead to wonderful and beautiful bond formation between both our schools. Thank you once again, and kudos and congratulations to all the students and all the teachers for the wonderful work. Thank you, Ms. Purti.
Thank you so much, Meenakshi ma'am, for these encouraging words. And I'm sure the bond that we have created would be nurtured all through all these years. And I'm sure we are going to have a great deal, such projects even in future. Now, I'd like to thank Chirec International for reciprocating our willingness to connect and make this mutual learning more meaningful through this interactive session. We'd like to thank the respected Vice Principal Ma'am of Chirec International, Ms. Katyayini, and the respected Headmistress Ma'am from Chirec, Ms. Meenakshi Jain, who have lent their support and encouragement to the program. We'd also like to extend our gratitude to Ms. Ruchira Acharya, the project coordinator from Chirec International, and all the amazing teachers and students from grade 5, without whom this project wouldn't have been a success. A warm note of thanks to our revered Principal Ma'am, Ms. Surjeet Khanna, and Headmistress Ma'am, Ms. Sanjana Mahajan, for their constant encouragement and guidance. Last but not the least, a heartfelt appreciation of the sincere efforts of our dear DIPSites of grade 5 and their teachers who have worked really hard to make this project a success. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Ms. Purti. On behalf of Chirec International School, I would also like to thank everyone present here for making this program a success. Both Chirec International School and DPS have come out with the best side of them that we could possibly imagine. And it went off with such perfect timing and smoothness that I think none of us could have expected anything better. And particularly to the students of both the schools, the kind of confidence with which you spoke would put us adults to shame. So to conclude this program, finally, I would like to call upon everyone to stand now for the national anthem, please. Shelly ma'am, if you don't mind, can you please play the national anthem?
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think it beautifully ends this session. And with due permission from all the headmistress ma'am, the vice principal ma'am, if you allow, can we now end this session?
Yes, Ms. Purti.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's been a pleasure interacting. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.
Thank you, Ms. Purti. I will be in touch with you.
Surely, surely. Thank you so much.
Have a good day, everyone.
Same to you.
Bye, mom and friends. Have a nice day.
Bye.
And all the best to our DPS students for their upcoming exams.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Nice day. Bye.
Bye,
Thank you, ma'am.
everyone. Thank you.